Seems like it has a little bit of life left, but we're gonna go ahead and replace this clutch, and might as well get a new pressure plate also. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see from the title of the video, I finally tore down the transmission, and most of you didn't realize, but my transmission was going out. I've gotten a couple messages of what's going on with my transmission, and I've been kind of emphasizing here and there that my transmission's been going out. First gear pops out, third gear is hard to engage. I gotta rev match it. I was getting tired of it, so it's been going on ever since I got the vehicle, which has been a little bit over 4 years now. And I finally tore it down. As you can see, I have it down here already. I started taking off the clutch assembly, so right now I just have the flywheel to go, and once I take off the flywheel, I'm going to replace the rear main seal. So far the parts that I've gotten online has been the ARP flywheel bolts, so I'm definitely going to put new ones on. These were roughly around $60, just to ensure that everything's nice and tight. And of course, with it being a high revving engine, you definitely want to have nice security of bolts. And speaking of that, funny enough, the only two bolts that were holding on to the transmission were these two, and one of these, in which I currently have on, because I was trying to take off the bolts to the clutch without an impact, so I had to get some leverage through a bolt, so I put it back in. But anyways, only 3 bolts were actually holding the transmission, and funny enough, the casing is still intact, so I'm extremely grateful for that. Why is there missing bolts? I have no idea. Maybe somebody did a clutch job in the past, or it's been the original clutch. I just have no idea. But one thing's for sure is that if you don't torque these bolts tight enough, or don't put Loctite on them, it being a high rev engine, when you're doing your thing out on the road, they tend to vibrate out of place. So you definitely want to Loctite your bolts when it comes to anything that's high vibrating. It's like the newer Mustangs, the 5.0s, the Coyotes. If you lubricate your seal on the oil filter housing, if you lubricate it, that oil filter is gonna start to extract himself and become loose, and causing an oil leak, because it's being a high revving engine. So Ford actually recommends the technicians to not lubricate the gasket, because when you're doing your thing, being in the track or being out in Mexico and going high revs on the motor, it tends to extract itself. So anything that's high rev, you definitely want to make sure it's nice and tight, or put some Loctite on that. In this case, I'm going to put some Loctite, get another set of bolts for the transmission before it goes back, and same thing doing with those flywheel bolts. I'm going to put some Loctite on them, just like ARP recommends. Now, as you can see here, I decided to go with a Fidanza lightweight flywheel. And yes, it's nice and shiny, but everything's going to be covered up once the transmission goes back in. So this guy is supposed to weigh half the weight of the original one, as you can see there. I'm going to do a comparison test when I take it off, and once I do, I'll give you guys how much of a difference it is going from the original one to being lightweight. So as far as the transmission, what I have going on right now is I'm waiting for it to be sent out to Monkey Wrench Racing, in which I'm going to message him sometime soon to see what the process is for me to get it over there, get it rebuilt, and then put it back on. The reason I haven't sent out the transmission is for some personal issues that have been going on. everything's good. Everyone's healthy. I'm healthy. I'm mentally fine, but I was in the process of switching out jobs. I landed another gig at another shop. It's a lot more better for me and my family. So I was going through that transition, and while doing that, I took like a week off, trying to make the transition, and just wanted to make feel that everything was nice and secure as far as my finances and the security of me and my family. So that's the reason why I haven't sent out this. So now that I have another job lined up full time and doing my side things on the side too, I could definitely have a peace of mind knowing that I could send this guy out to get it rebuilt. So everything's been going good, and hopefully soon I could put the transmission back on so we could have some fun with it. I know I said I was going to do a whole detailed rundown of all the modifications I have on the car, but the reason I decided to tear it down is I just got fed up with first gear popping out and having to take off in second. So I got tired of it, and I didn't want to explain to you guys what I have in the vehicle when it's just going out the door. So once I install this guy, and there's a couple how-to videos how to bring down a C60 on the Corolla or 2ZZ, so I'll let you guys linger with that. So I didn't want to record too much of this, but I definitely want to record of installing the flywheel and the comparison of how lightweight both flywheels are from stock to high performance. And I think that's pretty much it for me to catch up with you guys. So I'll let you guys go, and I'll try to see if I could upload something soon once I get some parts in and the transmission back. It's going to take a little while, so just bear with me. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Appreciate everything. I got to go since I'm tied up, and hope everything's going well with you guys. Any questions, feel free to message me at oldpueblo2zz on Instagram, or just comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys, appreciate it.